Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Geeks Behaving Badly. I'm your host, Trinity Katzi, and today, as always, joining me are my good friends Frank and
Hello.
FetCause.
Hello.
Frank, where can everyone find you at?
Nowhere.
Nowhere.
I'm done promoting Twitch. That's more for just people that I know to watch me. So
There you go.
don't come find me.
Don't come find Frank. Vet, what about you? You done for round two?
No, I will occasionally still be on Twitch, and of course, VetCost on TikTok and Twitter and Instagram and all that stuff. Yes.
You were gonna say tits, weren't you?
Might have been thinking about those. Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, when do we not?
Yeah.
So true.
So today's episode, I guess, is just gonna be chaos. I didn't actually
Oh, I got
really
some
have
stuff to update.
have
you
anything
on.
planned. Okay, well, hold on. Let me make sure there's nothing in my notes that we
Okay.
should cover. I'm
I
like, I
can-
do have
I-
notes, but
I can provide some content right now.
I haven't looked at them in forever. So okay, well, we'll do your stuff and then we'll do some of what I got here.
Okay, maybe you can springboard some discussion.
Maybe.
All right. So, as y'all may know, I'm now retired. And so I have been experimenting with certain things that I've never been able to consume for 37 years of my life.
Consume.
Consume.
What do you mean, like eat or like?
Oh, he had an
See?
edible.
I had an edible.
Yeah, he had an edible.
Oh!
Oh, I
Yes.
saw where that was going.
Yeah.
That's
So-
a military. That's a military no.
Yeah, but that's why I'm not in the military anymore.
Yep.
Got you.
So,
Okay. So.
I went to the shop, got some. They're called Delta 9s.
Yep.
And the guy said, "Oh, well, since it's been a while for you," I'm like, "Dude, I've never had this crap before in my life." And he's like, "Oh,
Nibble a corner.
well, that's what he said. He's like, cut it in half,
Yes.
and that's all you need to do." I'm like, "Okay, no problem." So I'm getting ready to game with the boys. I do what the guy says. I cut it in half.
Right.
Take it. He says it takes 30 minutes to an hour, maybe.
Yes.
So I
I'm
take
an
it
expert.
I take it 30 to 45 minutes before I start playing with the boys. I'm like, all right, guys, just to let you know, I have no idea how tonight's going to go because I just had an edible. And yeah, I'm like, oh, you got to stream this shit. It's like, okay. So I do. I'm glad no one watched it because the guys were in their normal state of stuff
I
that would
was
get me
actually
banned.
gonna watch you, so
I'm glad you
good thing I
didn't.
didn't.
I'm glad you didn't.
Oh my god.
There's definitely comments made that would have gotten me banned, even though I didn't say it. Still. But like a quarter of the way through the stream, I mentioned, I had only taken half of one, and like, oh, stop being a little bitch. So I take the other half.
No.
I have no problems. No, I had no problems.
Oh, okay.
I like at some point, like had like this weird like tingling sensation in my face. I felt a
Yes.
twinge in my shoulder, and then by the end of our gaming session, I felt like heavy.
Oh,
Like,
you
I felt
took
like-
a. Oh.
I
Like a
felt
s-
like I had a weighted blanket on me. Like I went to bed that night and I just passed out. Like, just,
Oh yeah. I was gonna say there's different types of THC because Trinity would be an expert in this since I
Yeah.
actually do that stuff. So there's a indica, which is a downer, a sativa, which is more of the tingling, which is kind of what you got, and then the hybrid does the same thing. I just recently tried the hybrid and I got the tingly face and the like knock me out kind of thing. I'd never tried a hybrid. I've only tried sativa or an indica, but I've never tried a hybrid.
never tried any of this stuff before. So
It sounds like you had like a hybrid kind of thing going on.
oh, don't worry, it got more interesting. So mind you, also I was mixing this with alcohol, not too much. I only had like maybe
you're not really
a glass.
supposed to do that, but
I made sure there was no health issues with it. There weren't, and so nothing happened. No badness.
well, that's good.
Slept like a baby. The next day, yesterday,
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting ready to game with the boys, and we were supposed to start at 5. We didn't start till like 7 or 8.
Right.
So I'm like, oh, well, I took a whole one yesterday. I can take a whole one at once now. Bad idea.
Yep.
After like an hour or two, I was like nauseous.
Yep.
And I couldn't like focus on anything for too
Nope.
long. So I told the boys, I was like, "Hey guys, I'm still down to play, but I'm not gonna be able to play like EFT or anything like that's really like fast paced or anything."
Right.
So we ended up just playing golf. But the funny thing was this: after we started playing golf, I decided to have some snacks. The nausea went away,
Yep. Are you
and
eating
then
before you take this?
I did. I did eat it. I did eat
Okay.
before. Yes, I
Just
had.
making sure.
No,
Because
I
some
had.
of them will say eat before you take, so.
I don't know what I had, but I did eat like a lunch, like a heavy lunch beforehand,
Got you.
and then after I finished playing, I guess it wore off or something because I'm like, I felt fine.
Yeah, if you
Like,
eat or drink, it'll make it wear off quicker.
okay. But I was just
Yeah.
like,
I always like to think that the disclaimer is eat before you
Yes.
get high because you'll make poor nutritional decisions.
well, all I had was I
You
had
eat
two.
after.
I had these two. They're like cookies, but with peanut butter on them. I can get them
Got
from
you.
the commissary, and then I had an entire bag of sunflower seeds.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, if
You
I
you
have
you,
too much
you,
THC, I
you got them
usually have a
without the
panic
shells, right?
attack.
I did spit out the shells.
Okay.
Frank's like, wait a minute, you didn't eat the shells, did you, you weirdo?
No, but I did reflect on the fact that when I was a younger kid, and we can make this into a topic of discussion. I remember being one of those kids that I ate the shells of the sunflower seeds.
That's weird.
Like I just
Why?
ate the
That's
whole damn
okay.
thing.
Just so you could look at them in your poop.
I don't know. I just did. Well, I also used to eat chicken bones and
Ugh,
paper
Don't,
and whatnot.
don't you like how we first full circle that back to poop?
Yeah, we
right?
always do.
We always circle
But my
something
buddy
back
did
to
say he did the same
poop
thing,
or
and
pervertedism or something.
my
We should
buddy said
just
he
change
did
the
the same
title of
thing.
this to instead of geeks behaving badly, just geeks talking about poop.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tried to title one as poop and no one watched it. So the minute I changed it, we got a little bit more views. So we can't
Yeah,
say poop.
because yeah, because
No
then
one
people
wants
are
to
talking
hear.
about poop fetish.
Right. I still remember when we got on that whole subject of like anal and stuff, and then I freaking forgot to download that episode. I was so pissed.
Oh
And
well,
I was
we don't.
probably going to remember what we discussed.
I don't remember it at
That's-
all.
Well, you don't have to beg me to start bringing up those topics again. So.
But yeah, if I have too much THC, I have a panic attack. So I was kind of worried, since I know you do have a little bit of anxiety there, Bet, that you were about to go. I had a panic attack. I was like, oh, welcome to.
I would have anxious moments.
Okay.
Like I was like, oh shit, is my cat inside or whatever.
Right.
Well, thank God you didn't play Tarkov.
Right. You probably would have puked or something.
No, he
Oh,
would have
probably.
probably thought there was somebody in his closet.
Oh.
I did freak
maybe.
out at one point on the day where I just took the milder amount.
Mhm.
Like we were in Tarkov, we're running, and I kept on seeing something in my peripheral vision on my screen. I'm like, it was like a red and white color. I'm like, what the fuck is that? It turned out that I was looking down, and so my character's shoulder, when he was running with his rifle, would come in my peripheral view. I didn't know that. I had to like look at my character in order to see what he was wearing. I'm like, wow.
Got you.
Nice. Yeah, I don't have
So-
really many edible
This only
stories.
takes 4?
I have one where I've gotten so it gave me half. I was like, okay, this is the other half. Don't eat it till later. Okay. Me evidently not paying attention because I swear I have ADHD or something. Ate both halves.
Oh yeah.
I was in for a rough,
Well, that's why you have
couple of hours.
if you take the half, you have to make somebody else hide the other half.
Yeah,
Because then you're just gonna eat it normally, like it's like a snack.
right.
Like, ooh, gummy.
But he told me not to eat it. I was like, okay,
Yep.
I ate it.
Like a child. Don't eat. Okay, daddy.
Right.
Did you
Yep.
just eat that? No.
No.
So yeah,
Yes.
I learned my lesson. So since I have my medical card, I went to get some, and this time I was smart. Unlike last time where I got the Delta 8 or Delta 9 gummies, and the guy said to eat half of it, and I was like, okay, I should be okay eating half of it. No, I ended up in the hospital with dehydration.
I thought you didn't need a medical card in Ohio.
Yes, you do.
Oh, really? Okay. I'm
Right
surprised.
now, because our lovely governor, or whoever the fuck is running the things, will not be allowing recreational until August. And with me having fibromyalgia, I kind of need it before that.
That's interesting. So
He keeps pushing it back on purpose because he didn't want it, even though we all spoke, we want recreational.
And that's funny
Oh,
because
well,
Kentucky, I thought Kentucky was going to be one of those states that you had to have medical
Mm.
for. I think it's for like marijuana. Yes.
Well, that's because the Delta 8 and Delta
Mhm.
9 have CBD. That's how they get past that.
Yeah.
That's the only way they get past that. If it
Yep.
didn't have CBD, they wouldn't get past that.
yeah, because they're able to sell it, nationwide.
Exactly.
Mm.
That's how they get past it. That's why you don't need a card for that specific strain.
Oh yeah, no, I bet I'm the same way though because I feel like Wisconsin's going to be like that. Like we're going to be the
Oh, yeah.
last state to come around because we've got Ron Johnson. Yay.
Mhm. I'll
Right.
tell
Well,
you
we
this
got
much.
DeWine, and DeWine didn't want to listen to the people, and they're trying to secretly try to pass shit for abortion, and he's just pushing back the date for legal weed for you to get it, and so I
See,
was like, screw this.
they're not even talking about it here.
I'm like, screw
They're
that.
they're too focused on promoting the Republican,
Right.
candidate, Mr. Wonderful.
Oh, of course. But
Why are
yeah,
you in my
so
bed, bitch?
I was like, screw this. I'm gonna get my medical card. What's funny though is since it's actually legal, it used to be like a prescription card. You'd have to pay like, $50 or whatever every
Mhm.
year. I have to pay a penny.
Really?
Yeah. It's a penny for my card and then like however much for the doctor
Yeah,
visit.
because they have to charge something, so it's actually a sale.
Well, yeah, I know, but I just find it funny because originally since weed wasn't legal, it was $50.
Well, yeah,
So you'd think they'd drop it to maybe $25. No, it's a penny.
yeah, they probably make up for it somewhere else, or
Maybe.
it's a
No.
loophole where they get kickback from it.
Right. But I was like, I'm not waiting any longer for it to freaking be available to the public. So I'm like, screw it. So I went ahead and spent the money, had my doctor's visit, and got my card. So I usually prefer to smoke it over eat it, just because edibles hit different compared to smoking it. And I prefer the hit with smoking than edibles. So
Yeah, see, I haven't really gotten into it much. I had a little bit, like a little after college, but that was still when it was like, you could only get it from Colorado,
right.
at least the good stuff, or else you're just smoking stuff people grew in their backyard
Right. And you don't know
or
if
their
it's safe.
basement. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was my experience with most of it. And you'd think I'd be more experienced since I'm a shareholder in a marijuana growing and distribution company.
Oh, really? You are? I did not know that.
Oh yeah, my retirement's already set because we're smart enough to see the writing on the wall.
I was gonna say I might have to talk to you, Frank.
Yeah.
Like, Frank, help me invest in something.
Yeah.
Because I have no idea what I'm doing.
Well, it's right now because what's interesting is that it's traded on the Canadian market,
Got you.
even though it's a U.S. company, but it's still considered an illegal drug federally.
Of course. Which is so
So
dumb.
yeah, so it has to be traded through the Canadian stock market, which is funny because it's still bought and sold by U.S. citizens.
Yeah.
Canadians don't give a shit about these because they have no knowledge or influence of these markets or these
Right.
companies. So it's just kind of like one of those stupid, loopholes of how we're able to funnel money around. But then that means now I got to pay like, international taxes and foreign tax gains and shit like that.
Right.
But it's like, my dad helped start the company
That's cool.
back when they first legalized medicinal in Illinois, which was like 10, no, it was right after I started my business. So it was about 8 years ago.
Got you.
And then they built it up. And then once it went over to recreational in Illinois and competition came in, he was just like, no, I'm done. And just, sold off
That's
his stuff.
funny.
And yeah, he's like, I helped set it up. And then, it was actually a pretty good 5-year investment.
That's good.
Because, yeah, we all saw the writing on the wall where it was like, yeah, this is going to be something that is just going to take off. And then once it does, everyone's going to want in on it.
Right.
And then we're not going to want to be involved in it anymore because it's going to get too cutthroat.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And then once it's federal, though, you guarantee Big Pharma's going to just take it.
Oh yeah,
Pfizer's going to come in and go, mine.
of course. Someone's gonna
Mm.
come in and be like, "That's mine, thanks."
Yep. Hmm. So they're just going to go around to all the,
Dispensaries and
dispensaries.
everything.
Yep. And even now, a lot of them are all owned by corporate entities.
Right.
They were all individually started. And then the one that I have stock in, I mean, they actually were buying a lot of the smaller distribution centers and other dispensaries and groweries. And so, it's like what's his face from Jurassic Park? Said
Oh,
life finds
Oh,
a way.
yeah.
Malcolm. Yep.
Malcolm. Yeah,
Life finds a way. It's like capitalism finds a way
that's funny.
to ruin everything.
Pretty much.
Yep. Well, it's the if it's not the drive to get laid, it's the drive for greed. I think that's our
Right.
most powerful human nature characteristics.
I have to agree with that one.
I don't like this.
Money and sex.
Right, which is funny because Guns and I were talking about that. I'm like, if I doubt it, but if I ever got rich in this life, I'm like, what the hell would I do with all that money anyways? I'm like, I don't want a fucking private yacht. I don't want like 50 million cars. I don't want like.
I know. Oh yeah.
I'm like,
Well, a
what
lot
am
of
I gonna do?
people, along with doing that for greed, they do a lot of that stuff for, again, tax brackets and
Right,
also it's a form of investments for certain
Well,
things.
right,
that's the whole real estate thing of like
Yes.
buying property that you're never going to live in.
Yeah.
right. Like, I'm not
It's
gonna
a
do any of
tax
that.
shelter. Well, and Katie and I have been the same way too, where it's like, I don't know if it just is an eye opener to like your character, but some people that have never had money before and then all of a sudden get money, it's like you can either just continue on acting the way you are and just
Right.
kind of like, go with it, or it changes people to the point where it's like it shows their true nature.
Oh yeah. I
Where they're
mean, the
just
only
go
thing
insane.
I would really spend the money on would be to fix my teeth. Like, my bottom teeth are super crooked. They need to be bleached, like, or whitened, whatever you would call it,
Yeah.
bleach whitened.
And see that, and that's where we are at too, where it's like, we have this additional money now that we can use,
Right.
and we're thinking of things that we can like, get a return on that investment. So it's like, yeah, Katie had, dental implants done,
Right.
and it wasn't cheap, but it is something that is going to last for the rest of her life. It was worth the investment. And the same with the fishing boat we got last year. It's like we are going to use the shit out of that thing. Actually, we went yesterday, the first time dropping it in this year. Didn't catch anything because the water's still too cold, but it's like, hey, we're outside. It was 65 degrees out. It was beautiful.
Yeah.
Well, no, and that's why, what was it? I was watching some TikToks and whatnot regarding like people buying their own planes. Like these multimillionaires, billionaires get their own
Yeah.
planes. And it's like, why do you do that? Like, do you travel often? One, that some of them do, like legit business people and all that stuff. But the thing is, like,
Right.
their time is money. So, like, the concept of like us, like, so if we were to go to say Dragon Con, chances are, Trin, you and I would be driving the whole like 9 hours there.
Right.
But people that are in business or like really high up there, they don't have the time to spend 9 hours on the road doing absolutely nothing.
Oh, of course.
So it's an interesting like paradigm shift when you go from like us meager people to the ultra rich and their concepts of what's important, like time versus anything else.
Well, and the problem with it too is that, we're getting to a point where it's kind of turning into what the UK has to deal with that class division
Mm-hmm.
between royalty and the common folk.
Oh yeah.
and which they've always had that separation, but yet they've always gotten the common people to idolize the royalty like they're celebrities. And it's like, what are you famous for? Oh, for having a last name and being born into wealth. Oh, okay.
Right.
It's like the Kardashians.
I would say like there's plenty of people that are in some form of
Yeah.
like Instagram people, like the
Well, that's
Instagram
not even
models.
like, just think of like Paris Hilton.
Oh, yeah.
She's famous for her last name,
Yeah.
and so it's like those types of like status symbols, is becoming more of a separation because they always say it's like, oh yeah, well, 1% of the country owns, or 10% of the country owns 90% of the wealth, which is
Yeah.
true because there's a group of people that are really just trying to buy everything up and hoard all this money and they're not giving it back. What are they going to do? They're going to buy, lucrative, expensive shit that they don't need.
Right. I think the only time I'd buy a private jet is if I knew that I was going to be traveling a lot and didn't feel like getting on a plane with a whole bunch of people.
But
Well,
see,
most people,
you can rent
I was about to say they
a
charter.
private jet. Yeah, you could charter a
Okay,
private jet,
new. Interesting.
and it's a hell of a lot cheaper.
I did not know you could
Because
do that. Then
if
I'd
you
rather do
own,
that then.
I would say if you own a jet, that is,
You have to be willing to pay for everything, like the repair, the
yeah, like
maintenance,
your
the
your monthly
crew.
expenses.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Your
It's
monthly
millions of dollars.
expenses, yeah, regardless
a year.
of the fuel, the monthly expenses is probably a couple $100,000 a month.
True. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
thank you. Then I'd rather just rent one then.
Yeah, most like I would say mid, like I would say people that are 500,000 plus annual, probably million annual paycheck. They probably just charter those kinds of things. But like the super millionaires, they're like because I believe I remember seeing something where it's like if you are in the 20 millions, you're set for life. Like like even taxes,
Right.
nothing can touch you. All you have to worry about is investing so that your family, your bloodline, is maintained. Like you don't need anything else for the rest of your life, pretty much, unless you do some crazy ass shit.
Got you.
Yeah, see, I feel like that now, but it's like that's another thing too, is that when you're in that class of structure, like, or that social class,
Hmm.
or it's like, so you make that shift, your cost of living expenses are, quadrupled.
Yeah.
If you were in that lifestyle.
Correct.
So, yeah,
Well,
the
and
fact that it would cost them, 20 million a year to maintain that,
mhm.
and it's like, why? So you can eat with gold silverware, wipe your ass with, hand knit silk.
I would have a bidet in every
Right.
room. Every room, not even
I
every bathroom, just every
if
room.
I
Honestly,
had a bidet, it has to be one that dries you, because otherwise you're still using toilet paper.
I don't have a bidet. I'm a fucking caveman over here, freaking wiping my sensitive posterior
honestly, if I had that much money, I would just hire a French maid
to wipe your
to
butt.
to wipe my butt for me. But she'd have to do it.
While saying ooh la la.
No, she's got to wear the outfit though.
Nah,
She's got to bend over with the cleavage shot.
I'll tell you
You're
this
you're
much.
pretty much getting motorboated while you're getting your ass wiped.
Providing
That's
I get
so funny.
this next job, I've already started looking at getting housekeepers, just because I don't want to clean parts of my house.
Oh, we know where this is going.
Oh no, this is Kentucky. I ain't gonna find anyone that's gonna. I'll be lucky to find one that isn't on meth
True. Yeah.
and has like all their teeth. I'm not at
Yep.
the age in my life where I prefer to have a gummer just yet.
No, well,
No, not yet.
you haven't lived yet.
No.
No, thank you.
Well, if you
That's
want a gummer,
okay.
you can get one of the fleshlight mouth.
Oh yeah,
That's pretty much what
just have
it
a
is.
wall collection of those when I
Yeah,
get old and retired. Why do I need a wife? I have one of. I have
So
these.
if you mount them like
Right.
trophies on the wall,
I just mount flashlights.
yeah,
Oh my god.
like they're bass on plaques.
I looked at that website and like they have particular models for particular models,
Yeah, and you
and
notice how
they show a cutaway and they show like what it looks like. I'm like, how did you determine that's what that woman feels like?
they
Right.
don't.
Because
There's certain patterns, and actually, what's dumb about it is that all you're getting is just the outer mold of the outside of the lips,
yeah,
and the inside you can actually choose which
That's too
texture you
funny.
want on the inside.
hmm
So it's not even like it's that specific. It may be a new pattern that they designed.
well, yeah, and that's what I'm trying to say. Like, but they say, oh, this is the. I'm trying to remember porn stars' names. Kyra Reed. That's the one that pops in my head.
Yep.
It's hers. I'm like, is this like? I don't know anything about Kyra Reed, but I'm like, is she like extra tight? Is it? Does she have those bumps in her? Like,
Yeah.
I'm curious now. I have questions. I need the answers.
Being a you know pretty knowledgeable in the medical field, no.
Oh, I'm also in the medical field, and I also know no.
Yeah.
But I'm just curious. Like, where did you come up with this idea?
Oh, it's all trial and error. I bet
Uh,
they just had a line of penises stacked
which
up.
one feels the best?
Yep, and then they were just like, and then there was probably like that blind study where it's like just a wall, like those Japanese game shows, where it's just
Oh yeah, 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 yeah,
the
Oh
yeah.
my
hole with a dick
goodness.
sticking out, and
That's
then they
definitely
just
one of those what the fuck Japan kind
yeah,
of
right,
things.
where they're just like, all right,
Uh,
you know, test subject number one, and then they jerk them off with the fleshlight, and it's like rate that 1 to 10.
right.
Okay. Uh,
The
can't think of
science
it.
behind sex toys is
Oh my
mind-boggling.
gosh. It's fucking crazy.
Like
That's
the
all I gotta
R&D.
say.
Well, I mean, the industry is like $1 billion industry, so multi-billion-dollar industry.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it's up there just as much as like kids' toys.
Yeah.
Like they probably can, give Mattel a run for their money.
When Gonzo and I went into one of the shops that we go into, we saw a vagina that goes with the sex tape you're watching. And I'm like, what
Like,
the
what do you mean
hell are
goes?
we
Like,
spending money? Like,
Who buys a sex tape?
I don't, or the video, whatever. I can't remember exactly what they meant by goes with it, but like,
Yeah.
just whatever happens in there is happening with the toy. And I'm like,
Yeah.
why are we spending our research money on this?
Right.
well, I mean,
Uh,
you've seen Idiocracy, right?
Yes.
No,
Favorite-
really? Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Favorite,
So,
favorite,
I mean,
favorite movie. I love
yeah.
that movie.
Like whatever sells. I mean,
It's actually, you know what, Vet? It's not a movie.
Uh.
It's a documentary of the future.
Pretty much, man. That's what I keep saying. Actually, I want to do a whole episode if you guys are in.
During Trump's
On-
presidency, that was my expectation of the future.
Right. I actually want to do a whole episode talking about the Fermi paradox, and then talking about where our planet is in, according to, like, how do I put it?
like a lore, like what
No,
movie
like
really?
levels of intelligence.
Civilization development.
Yes, thank you.
So
Like
if we were
level.
playing like
Level we should be at, but we'll be
Yeah,
doing that in
if-
another episode. I don't want to do it in this
Yes.
episode.
yeah, so if we were playing like a SimCity
Yeah,
style game,
something like that. Yeah.
what tier would we be in?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in another episode. But I was wanting to do that if you guys were in for
should just-
joining it,
Yeah, it'll just be kind of like a, where are we at
because
in the,
Gonzo would join
in the
in
precipice of like the post-apocalypse?
too. Right. So, would you be up for that, Vet? I know you would be, Frank.
Oh God,
I can talk a little bit about it. Yeah.
I would.
Okay.
Yeah, you're gonna have to like.
We'll have to wait till Gonzo
Interrupt
can join
me.
us, though, because I know Gonzo wants to join in on that as well.
Yeah.
Oh.
Gonzo and I will get into some good topics.
Oh, Gonzo and I always do. He'll start something
Yeah.
and then we just go and go.
Yep.
But okay. So, since we're done talking about edibles and how to secure your future. No, I'm kidding.
Wait,
porn.
were we talking about edibles?
We
I
were at
was.
one point. So I had a question. Where did it go? Is there any fun challenges we can do and then discuss them later on?
Like,
Like, I don't know.
Isn't this how the anal topic came up?
I
I'm not
think it
putting
might
it in
be.
my
I don't
butt.
know. But
Okay.
I don't know. I feel
That
like there's like something
that
we could
you
do
haven't lived
that could be fun.
until you have an orgasm with a finger in your ass.
Then I'm good with not living.
It's like, nope, nothing goes in there.
I have never
Even though
once been
Frank and I are.
entertained.
I have this tear coming down my side of my face.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Frank and I are sitting over here going, what are you doing with your sex life then, vet?
Yeah.
Well, since it's been a few years, not a whole lot.
Evidently, you haven't done experimenting.
Well, it's not.
You date enough prudes.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
But that's the thing is like, it is one of the areas of your body that's got the most
Yeah,
nerve
nerves.
endings per square inch.
Oh, yeah.
I understand the science behind it.
Yeah.
I'm not disputing that, nor am I disputing, people's preferences for it. I don't care. It's not like I'm saying like, ew, gross. I'm just like, I've never, like, I've been offered a couple times by women to go in the back door,
Mhm.
and it's just not something that ever crossed my mind. It's like,
I mean, there is a hygiene aspect to it. Yes.
oh, I'm not gonna
Oh,
argue that. Yeah, of course.
of course.
I don't know if
Um,
they understood that, but yeah.
But
I have a question.
we'll have to actually like make this its own section because
Right. I'm like, let's make
how
this
many
its
times
own.
how many times have we tried to stay on course and it
Well,
steers
we've never.
towards
We never stay on course. That's why we're doing this podcast. That's why it's called Geeks Behaving Badly.
yeah,
Because
right.
we end up switching topics to something that should not be discussed, but we
We are
discuss
all
it
over the
anyway.
place. Yeah. We could have all the notes and
That's
questions
why we
written
started
down.
this podcast.
Yeah, we could have all this structured out in a list, and we get like to the second bullet point and just off the rails.
Right?
Because I don't even remember what the original question was now.
We didn't have
What
an original
challenges?
question.
Yeah,
Oh,
it was what challenges can
oh,
we do to discuss? Like,
Yeah.
make a sandwich in the dark, or I don't know, maybe
that was
try
completely
like
random.
I don't know,
I'm not putting it in my
McDonald's
butt.
new sandwich or something. I don't know. Just trying to think of something else to bring different topics to the table. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like,
Yeah,
try a
because
new
if
fast
it's
food creation or something and be like, oh, that was fucking disgusting. Well, why was it disgusting? I don't know. Just trying to think of
yeah,
something for us fun to do that we can come
okay,
back later on and talk about.
yeah. Well, we'd have to record it too.
Well, yeah. But I'm just like trying to think of
Yeah,
something else
but
to do besides just constantly talking about normal,
yeah,
everyday things.
right. Yeah, I'm good with that. But it probably shouldn't be like a try a new food thing because
I don't
I
know.
eat
I
I,
was
I
just
eat
thinking.
I eat everything.
Oh, I don't. So, there is one question I'm wanting to ask, and I keep forgetting to ask it.
Mm.
Because this is in my list of questions. Oh, sorry. What got you into gaming, and when did your preferences of games change? Because like everyone starts one way, but then like, I don't like playing that style anymore. Let's switch to
Yeah,
this. So,
I c-
You can go first,
I like.
Frank.
You sure?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be a while.
No, I'm sure.
Okay. Which is interesting because I've never really thought of it like that, but I can pinpoint kind of the transition because I always started off, and this is way back when it was, little baby Frank got the Nintendo One, and it was, the console game transition throughout the generations.
right.
And, during college, it was Nintendo 64, GoldenEye, and then Xbox, Halo. And then it was Call of Duty for 3 PS, PlayStation generations.
Nice.
And I want to say it was, I mean, I did like a little bit of PC gaming, like, World of Warcraft, StarCraft, some of those simulation games. But I don't think I really got into it until probably about 10 years ago when I got a PC that had a built graphics card in it.
Mm.
And then it was like, okay, now I've got something that, I can run the stuff on. And I don't know how long Steam's been out for, but that's when I first discovered Steam.
Gotcha.
And then it was like, wait, I can do all the same shit on something more powerful that I can then upgrade and customize. And then my brain was like, what the fuck am I doing with giving Sony so much goddamn money
Right.
every 2 years? Because then when they started doing most of their game platform stuff online, where you just buy the game and then download it directly to your console, it's like, well, how is that any different?
Right.
Well, it's different because mine can kick your console's ass. And so that's when I got into dabbling more with playing first person shooters and open world stuff with mouse and keyboard, because transitioning from controller, which right now I'm trying to get Katie used to it, it's a whole different mindset when you're so used to, especially first person shooters, with
For sure.
your dexterity and muscle memory for a controller, and then having to convert that over to WAS controls. And so it's something now where I don't think I can ever go back. Like, I've tried playing some of these games with a controller. Like, I tried playing 7 days with a controller. I almost died. Like, emotionally, not I died in the game, but yeah.
Right. That's
But yeah, like
funny.
now my brain is so ingrained with this like left and right hand pattern that it's interesting now, because I think a lot of the survival games that I like to play, really I got into because they were built for this type of a system. And so that's where I got into playing 7 days. I got into playing, I mean, shit, I can look at my Steam library, and I'd say 75% of the games I have on here are open world survivals. And I think that's mainly because of my ADD OCD. My ADOSC.
Yeah.
Is because I like the freedom of being able to do whatever the hell you want, but I also like the structure of being able to build something or defend something or design something elaborate, and you really don't have those constraints. And so that's why I really fell in love with games like 7 Days to Die, The Forest, Stranded Deep, Satisfactory. Holy shit! I had to stay away from Satisfactory for a while because that game sucks you in if you are an obsessive compulsive person. But yeah, Subnautica, another really good one.
That was a good one. Yep.
I mean, the fact that they took that whole open world survival and they stuck it underwater, fucking genius. And I think I take it back. The first really big open world game that I played on PC was Skyrim. That one was, I think, my initial transition to PC gaming. And also mods. Like, what the hell mods were. Like, holy shit, I can add a skin that makes my character's tits come out? Or make them bigger?
The jiggle physics.
My 26-year-old brain can't handle it. Digital boobs.
That's too funny.
So, but yeah, it's kind of interesting because I really can't pinpoint like an exact time that I did that shift, but I know that was like the transition was going from the last games I played on PlayStation were, the Black Ops 1, 2, and 3. And then, yeah, I think it was like Skyrim and The Forest and 7 Days on PC. And I just kind of just kept following the PC path. Or should I say the rabbit hole?
Hmm.
Because it is. Looking at my library now, it's like, holy shit, did I fall into a rabbit hole? Thank God does it tell you how many? Oh, it does.
It'll tell you how many games you have.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah, and you then look at that and you wonder, how many of those have I finished? And it's
Yeah.
probably less than 10%.
Oh, actually,
I have a lot
you can
Yeah.
on my
check.
Steam
I'll
and
say
my Epic library.
you can check that on your profile, or at least you're like completionists.
Yeah.
Yeah, here, average game completion rate. Here we go.
I gotta look at that now.
33%.
I would wager mine's significantly lower than that.
I'll say that's pretty good for me. Actually, here, 153 games I have
Oh, I like
in my
200
Steam
something.
library. So,
Fuck.
What?
hey, I've got over.
All right, I'm playing Fallout.
Are you
Oh
cheating on us?
No,
no, he's playing Fallout and not paying attention.
no,
Yeah.
I'm paying attention. 196 games, you said?
Nope.
You finished 196 or you own 196?
I did say I own 196.
It's 100
Oh.
something.
153.
You finished 153 games?
No, he's only
No,
finished 33% of those.
Oh.
I've finished
you
33% of those.
So you have 196 games?
No.
150 games, 33% of which have been completed. I have like over 200, and if I look at my Steam library, I'm willing to wager it's like 10%, if not less.
Yeah.
I have 320 games.
And what's your percentage?
I don't know. How do I find that out?
Go to profile.
Go to my profile? Okay.
Yeah. And it should be right on the achievement showcase.
Right on the achievement showcase? Where?
Well, if you don't have that, you can hit. There's a button that says add a showcase.
235.
Yeah.
I don't see
so
anything about how many I've finished, though.
well, is there a button that says add a showcase?
No. I only see edit profile.
I must have added this onto mine because I have an achievement showcase.
Let's see. Let's pull up my Steam.
Perfect. Is it under perfect games? No, that's all the achievements.
Oh, I thought I had.
But yeah,
Oh,
it's called achievement showcase.
No, I just see perfect games,
Okay,
followed, reviews, all
I have
games.
one
I have
perfect game.
318 games.
But the perfect game is just considering getting all the achievements.
Yeah.
It's not completing the game.
No.
But yeah, I've got
I don't know how to see that
although
part.
usually the last achievement for most of these games is to finish the game. So, but yeah, I've got
showcase.
my one perfect game actually is Subnautica.
Avatar, profile, background.
Game collector, rarest achievement showcase. Yeah, I don't have. I only have 140 games. Amazingly, I thought I had a lot more. I think like
All right, so
Oh, there we go.
sorry.
Featured badges.
yeah,
I
no
see
featured featured
badges.
showcase. Go
There
to
it is.
featured
Featured showcase. I don't have any selected.
So under achievement showcase or under non-selected, choose achievement showcase.
Achievement showcase. Okay.
Yep. And then save that, and then that'll give you your number of achievements.
Will it automatically put the games in there? Because it says to edit for the select games.
I didn't do it for mine. I just did.
You just hit save and then went to
I
your
just hit
profile.
save. Yep, and it's just for like the total.
Okay, I have 618 achievements, one perfect game, 33% of my average games completed.
Oh, got the same percentage.
All right, hold on.
But I have
We're getting into
318 games.
Yeah, that's so yeah. So your achievement rate's higher.
Mm,
We're getting into this dick measuring contest. Let's see.
that's
Alright.
too funny. Okay, but while you're looking that up, you can explain your.
Yeah, because
Oh, my transition into being a gaming nerd.
Mm-hmm.
It's not nearly as epic as
Well,
Frank's, I feel, but
like what you started
mine
playing
wasn't
on, what
epic.
you originally played, and then like, did you
well,
switch to first person or whatever?
so my original exposure to video games was I think it was a computer. It was something my grandfather had, and I remember playing Arctic Fox. It was like a 1980 something tank game. I thought it was the coolest thing in the world. Of course, we all had Oregon Trail in schools.
Right.
And
I
Scorched Earth.
never played that. It was only Oregon Trail.
You ever played that with the two tanks on either side? It's kind of like the Worms,
Mm,
Armageddon.
I have, but not when I was in school.
Oh, okay.
I was more of an adult gully.
Yeah, because that was that whole like choose your angle, choose your power, shoot your
Yep. I
missile. Yep.
played. Most of my gaming experience was through my neighbors or my uncle because I didn't have my own console and definitely not my own computer. So I, played Mario's and Duck Hunt. I never really was into it. I didn't get into video games like really hardcore until I went to New Zealand to see my family in-laws, and my older stepbrother exposed me to Final Fantasy VII.
Oh yeah.
And the idea of role playing games and turn based and all that stuff, I got hooked. I then saved up my money to buy my own PlayStation. My mom got me a used Nintendo 64 because she used to work in the Navy barracks, and so sailors would leave shit behind, and that was one of the things that she was able to buy off of a sailor that was leaving. And so that's when I got into playing. Like my PlayStation was almost always like some kind of RPG or first person shooter, fantasy, science fiction, didn't freaking matter. Um, and that's when I got hooked. So I wasn't until like maybe like 14 that I really got into video games. Um, and I think my favorite video game as a child would have to have been like Parasite Eve and Parasite Eve 2. I love that game so much. I have Aya Brea tattooed on my back. And now it's evolved into like I got exposed to Command and Conquer and Civilization and all these other kinds of strategy games. That got me hooked on PC gaming because I've always played like not RPGs, but strategy games and whatnot on my computer. I then started playing some first-person shooters on my computer, but now it's to the point where I play borderline anything and everything. But certain things, like if it's a strategy game or a first person shooter, I want it to be on the computer. But if it's like a third person, I don't know why, but I feel more comfortable playing third person with a controller. And
Yes.
That makes sense.
yeah, I mean,
No, I think you're right. I think the PC gaming, like like older style stuff. I mean, the strategy games were really kind of meant like they were designed
oh yeah. Did you ever
for
play Command and
PC.
Conquer on a freaking console? I did.
No,
Oh my
I didn't even know
lord.
that was a thing.
It was a
Because
thing. You could,
when you have to point and click
Mhm.
stuff everywhere, it's like that's what the mouse is designed for.
No, you are able to. There are some games. I know Command and Conquer was one of them. I want to say it was on the PlayStation. It may have been on like the
Yes, see,
Xbox too.
I bought like a used CD for Command and Conquer,
Mm.
but it was one of those where they always had. It's like if you weren't running the exact version of Windows or the current
Oh, yeah.
you know you know shell updates, it's like the install files or the install CDs didn't work. So it's like
Gotcha.
you bought one that was like 2-3 years old used. I tried using it and it was just like because I think it was like a combo of
Gotcha.
like an expansion with it as well. But no, I fully feel you on that one because I used to love Warcraft, the original,
Oh, yep. That was a good one.
and then StarCraft, which was like their spin-off.
See, I loved playing like single player StarCraft. I tried doing multiplayer, but that multiplayer RTS games pissed me off because people just spam like creating like whatever meta build they had,
Yeah.
and then they would just swarm your base. I was always into like, no, you
Was that,
build
isn't
up
that
your
like
base, you build up your army, and then you attack.
isn't that like League of Legends?
I
Or
played
is
League
that
of Legends,
or
and
is that more of like a wandering around type of a
well, League of Legends, it's if I remember it correctly, it's not wandering around, but like depending on which you like, because there's League of Legends and there's like two different versions. There's like a League of Legends and then there's like a tactics version of it.
Oh, okay.
And I played the tactics version, which I could not follow. Like I had a lot of difficulty with that game.
Yeah, the only tactics game I ever played was actually Final Fantasy made one.
Yes, Final Fantasy mid one, and my new favorite tactics game, which I love buying on the Switch, has been Fire Emblems.
Okay.
That is a fantastic game.
Yeah, because what did they bring out? Because Tactics was on.
PlayStation.
Yeah, but I thought was it a PSP that I had?
They might have. I think they did have it
Yeah,
also
because
come out
that.
for a PSP.
Yeah, because I remember playing that one on like a little console, a
Mm.
handheld console. But yeah, that one was good. I never got
I
very
mean,
far though.
it's considered a a very solid game, and that's why some people have asked, how they're redoing Final Fantasy VII and everything. There's been discussion about, are you going to redo Final Fantasy Tactics?
Yeah, that'd be cool. See, I loved 7, but
Mm.
that one for me was still a very linear game.
Yeah.
What I loved, my favorite one was oh, why can't I think of it now? It's in my Steam library because I bought a PC version of it. Uh, where is it? I think it's 11.
Is that the online one?
No, I'm looking it up here. It was the one before the whole like lightning.
So 10.
Um,
So 10 was the first one with voice acting with Titus.
no, this one had voice acting too. Here we go. 12.
Yeah, that's Lightning.
No, lightning is 13.
What was 12? Oh, okay. Now I remember.
The Zodiac
Zodiac.
Age.
Yep, yep, yep. Now I remember
Yep.
it. Yeah, that was a good
Yeah,
one.
actually, I have that in my Steam library because I'm like, you
Yep.
know what? I had it for PlayStation, and it's one of those games that it was open world. I mean, you could go anywhere you wanted,
Yes.
and the combat wasn't, a random do, and then pff,
No, you can
you're
move
in combat.
around and
Yeah,
everything.
you
Yeah.
see the enemies, and you can choose whether to engage or avoid them. And then the combat system was so cool
Yeah.
because you could set up macros. So it's like
Yes.
if you're engaging with a ranged enemy, this character is going to do a ranged attack, or this character is going to do this spell. Or if any of your party gets below a certain percentage of health, this person's going to heal them. So it's like you could have it all built into this like automated combat system. And that's the only one that I've ever seen them do it on, which is why I think I hated 13 so much.
Yeah, I can get into
Because for one, they went back to the linear.
Mm-hmm. It was very linear.
Yeah. And I don't know what they did with
The
that combat system. I remember hating it.
the next game that Final Fantasy did, we just went on a Final Fantasy tangent, I know,
Oh yeah.
was 15. Yes. That was their return to having a truly kind of open worldish
Yeah. Well, because
game.
they knew they screwed up with 13 because they made a Lightning Returns.
Twice. There's like two
Yeah,
13s.
Final Fantasy, and then 13, and then a Final Fantasy 13-2.
Yeah.
So you know when they screw up a game is when they do a -2 because they did that with
10.
Was it 10?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was 10. Yep. But yeah, 8 was pretty good. 8
I
was kind of
liked
an
8.
open world.
8 was what got me hooked, like fully hooked into Final Fantasy.
Yeah, with the floating city things.
Yeah.
You could drive the city around, which was kind of fucking weird.
Adrian, we've been ignoring you. What was your game?
I know. You're
I
all
know.
good.
Yeah,
You're
you
all
just got
good.
to interrupt and shut us up because
You
Yeah,
guys
gotta
just went
keep
on
going.
tangent. I was just listening. That's all right. That's what this podcast is about. Going on
All
random
right.
tangents.
Yep.
So of course, I started with the original Game Boy. Just
Yep.
playing Tetris as a kid. Of course, I didn't understand what was going on, but I was still enjoying playing Tetris. And then sadly, I'm gonna go ahead and blast this, and I don't care if my father listens. Sadly, my father was an asshole, so I never got to play PlayStation 1. But luckily, since my dad was an over-the-road truck driver, and my mom would go with him sometimes, my uncle had a Sega Genesis, so I got to play Sonic repeatedly. That was my most favorite
Yep.
game. As soon as I woke up, I asked my uncle, "Can I play Sonic? Can I play Sonic?" Like, I'd always bug him to play Sonic.
And honestly, I feel like growing up, like people's in like different generations, it's like you can just go up to somebody that says, were you a Nintendo kid or a Sega kid?
Right.
It was either Mario or Sonic.
I was most definitely Nintendo.
I was both.
I played Sega, but it was mostly Nintendo.
Whatever. And
But
then,
it's like one of those things where it's like you kind of fell in love with one or the other because it was two different styles.
right. And then PlayStation 2 came out. I never got to play any of that. I got to play, it was either the NES or the Super NES. I can't remember. I'm assuming it's probably Super because it was the Lion King game.
Oh, the notoriously impossible to beat game?
Yes. My mom, when I was younger, of course, would grocery shop at Kroger's, and this is when Kroger's had the kids' den. So I'd go into the kids' den and sit there and play the Lion King's game over and over and over and over.
Mm.
See, I thought Prince of Persia was the impossible to beat game.
Oh, jeez.
Like
And
the original.
I remember playing that one.
I borrowed, whenever I'd hang out with my friends, sometimes we'd play games, so we'd take turns switching off what game we'd play. And then, what did I play after that? So one of the kids my mom babysat for had a PlayStation 2, and we'd take turns playing games because I stayed the night at her house one time because she wanted me to. I don't remember what game I played on that. And then I played Mario Kart.
Oh, fucking Mario Kart, man. We got into
I don't think I touched anything until I was able to buy my own PlayStation 3, which you could play PlayStation 2 games on. So I played Parasite Eve, Devil May Cry, a racing game. I played, it was a Midnight Club 3 Dove Edition. That's what I played. So I was kind of all over the place when I got my own PlayStation 3. And then the Xbox 360 went on sale for super cheap. My mom was a single mother, so it went on sale for like $50 after Christmas. So she was able to get me the Xbox 360. So I mostly played Halo on that.
Mm-hmm.
And then Borderlands came out, and I got obsessed with Borderlands. That's why I have Borderlands and Halo tattooed on me, because at the time, I was a very depressed child. So those games kind of helped my depression, and probably the reason why I'm here. And then Naughty Bear came out, and Gonzo and I played that and would challenge each other repeatedly, and I got so close to almost beating his score, and I got the Red Ring of Death, and I was so pissed.
Oh, I got my Red Ring of Death in Iraq.
I was so pissed. I was like so close. But mostly, I think Halo's what sparked me more for the first-person or third-person shooters, and I kind of just stuck to those. So I played Gears, Halo, and Borderlands. Those are mostly the 3 games I played. I don't think I switched off of any of those. Oh, and then Left 4 Dead. When Left 4 Dead came out, I obsessively played Left 4 Dead. So those are mostly the 4 games I stuck to for the longest time until I was able to get a PC and started PC gaming. And then mostly on PC, I played Dauntless, Fantasy Star Online. I also played PUBG for a hot minute because that's when Kitten was still around and actually playing games with me. So I played PUBG with her for a little bit. And then I checked out Fortnite in 2019, I think. And then Dead by Daylight, I believe, was in 2019 as well. So Dead by Daylight's what sparked me for horror games, and that's why mostly I stick to horror games. I don't remember when I got into survival games. But that's why I mostly stick to first person
I think that was
or
probably when I started.
probably horror or survival games. That's how I kind of got stuck in that genre now. So I'm a huge horror fan, but I just never looked into horror games because I was still kind of learning Steam and what games were on PC and all that stuff because I was stuck in the PlayStation Xbox world, so I only knew what games were on there. And I knew Silent Hill was on PlayStation, but I never picked it up. Same thing with, what was the other game? Fatal Frame.
Yep.
I hadn't picked that up either, but I'd heard of both of those, but I had never touched them.
Oh, it's like all
Parasite Eve, I
the
think, was the
Resident
only
Evil games too.
horror. Yeah, and the Resident Evil. I did try one of them, and I gave up because you had to stop to shoot, and I was like, nah, fuck this. I like to move when I shoot, because I was used to playing Borderlands and Halo and Gears of War at the time. So
I didn't mind in Resident Evil having to stop to shoot. What I hated was for the first 3, it was the angle of the shooting.
Well, it was the fixed camera.
Yeah, that's what drove me nuts. I couldn't stand it.
And that's why everyone loved 4 so much.
Yes.
And why it was such a powerful remake too, because honestly, if I had to pick now, I think that's now taken over my favorite spot from Village.
Okay, yeah.
Because
I can...
it's that good.
you.
But
yeah.
Here's a question actually.
For
that I was
who?
it's kind of anybody. Just
Oh,
kind of a tangent I was thinking about. It's like, do you guys have games that you remember like playing religiously and loving when you were younger? Have you gone back and like revisited them and realized it's like this is kind of shitty? Because I have a couple of those.
They've remade Sonic, so you could play it on PlayStation or Xbox. I can't remember. I retried to play it on one of those when they remade it for that system. And yeah, my love for it kind of died. Like, I wouldn't say it was shitty, but it just definitely wasn't my type of game anymore.
Right, yeah, because it's like your preferences really do shift over time, because I was in love with all the Tomb Raider games.
Oh, God, yeah.
So from the first one on PlayStation up till I think fourth one, I think, was when I stopped playing them. But then I was like looking back in the store one day, and there was like you could get the entire franchise series for like $30 or something like that. Like every single Tomb Raider game.
I got it for free. I got every single one for free on Epic.
Okay. Yeah, because I remember it being just like ridiculous, and I was just like, okay, well, I used to love these, so I tried jumping back into even like trying like the new ones, like Rise of the Tomb Raider, Shadow of the Tomb Raider.
Right.
And it's like, yeah, the graphics are cool and the effects are nice, but it's like it wasn't the same, I think, and I think it's because of all of the faster paced first person, third person shooters, survival games. The Tomb Raider ones, they still make them very what is the word? It's like that reaction button system where it's like, oh no, a rock's gonna fall on your head.
Oh.
Hit E.
Oh, the quick time.
I hate that.
Quick time events. That's what it's called.
Yes. I hate.
And I'm like, we're still doing quick time events, really?
Yeah, they do that in the games that I've been playing that are like Until Dawn. The whole Dark Picture Anthology series. They did that in a lot of those and still do.
And I don't,
which I hate, but I love the games.
Yeah, and it's like I used to be like, oh, this is cool, I know I have to do this, but I think my preferences now of seeing like what is possible really kind of like overshadows something that we used to think was like, oh my god, this is revolutionary.
Right.
And even like
Um,
the climbing mechanics and the jumping, it's like it's very fixed where it's like, okay, well, if you want to
right.
jump up, all you have to do is hit forward and the character is going to just automatically pinpoint those key spots.
Yeah.
And it's an animation, but we're just letting you press forward to
Of
press play pretty much.
of old games that I have returned to playing, I won't say like it's garbage, but I can definitely say the joy that I had playing it as a child was not there. Would have
Yeah,
to be Command and Conquer.
I think that's a better description of.
Yeah, like Command and
Right.
Conquer. I played it and I just the way it plays when you play like more, even though like some of the turn-based games, like there's this new one that's coming out that it's like a zombie or infected survival strategy game of sorts. It just seems better. Um, but I returned to playing like the original Final Fantasy 7 and 8, and I still thoroughly enjoy it. Yeah, the graphics are completely garbage, but I still can enjoy it.
Yeah, I have a couple of those actually. The ones I used to love were, you ever hear of what was it? Wild Arms?
Yeah.
Yep. I loved that one because that was like a Final Fantasy spin-off or like a analog of it.
hmm
So same concepts and stuff like that. And then the second one was actually pretty good too.
That's why
So
for my retirement, my gift to myself is either going to be a original Game Boy because Trent, I didn't have a Game Boy. My mom had one, and I got to borrow it.
Yeah.
And all I had was it was either Tetris, Centipede, or I don't know the name of it, but it was like this monster truck game. And I sucked at all of them, but it was a video game. I thought it was cool.
Right.
So I'm either gonna buy a Game Boy along with like those old school games like Tetris and stuff for it, or I'm gonna buy a PlayStation 1 and get Final Fantasies and Parasite Eves and all that stuff,
Got you.
and just start building a retro gaming collection. But what about you, Trent? What games have you returned to that they don't do it for you anymore?
I said Sonic.
Oh, Sonic.
yeah, she
Okay.
already.
Yeah.
Oh,
Were you too deep into your
He probably was too
Fallout?
deep into 76 to pay attention.
Well, then
I am
But,
drinking though.
if you're starting a vintage collection, I may
oh,
have
well.
some stuff to donate to it
Ah,
because I still have a bunch of consoles down in
yeah.
my basement in
That's my
storage bins.
that's my biggest regret of my life because I had at some point in my life, whether it was used or new, I had a Game Boy. I had a Game Boy Pocket, a Game Boy Color. I had a 64, a PlayStation with the mod in it that allowed me to play pirated games.
Oh yeah,
PlayStation 2, which was like the coolest thing because that's what I played Final Fantasy X on, and that was the first time they had voice acting in it. I had a Sega Genesis. I had Xbox 360. Never had a PlayStation 3, but I still have my 4 and now I have my 5. But it's like I feel so much regret over getting rid of all of those, along with like my old Gundams, my old Metal Gear Solid figurines, like so many things that I've done in my past that I am like regrets.
well, I can help you start it because I think I have a PS1. I think an original Xbox,
Oh,
and get this one ready,
mm.
Dreamcast.
Oh Lord,
Nice.
Remember that?
yeah.
with the memory cartridges that were like little Game Boys that slid into the controllers.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Because yeah, we used to have it. And Katie and I used to love playing. Was Crazy Taxi,
Oh, I've heard of that game.
Oh, yep, I remember that.
where it's like pick this person up and you have 30 seconds to get over to that spot and just mow everybody down. Yeah, and then I think I still have the 64 too,
I
with
still have more stuff.
GoldenEye
GoldenEye
and
was my first game.
Perfect Dark.
I played it, but I never had it.
Yeah, that one actually we started playing that one more than GoldenEye when we got it until Halo.
I remember the first time I played Halo because I never owned a Halo game. I remember it was a LAN party in the barracks in Germany.
That's all you ever did with Halo, I feel like, before they started doing online was LAN parties, because that's how I
Yeah.
played Halo.
It's like everyone's got their own, TV and console.
Yep.
Or it's like we used to do, where it's like 2 people would be in one room and 2 people would be in another.
Well, I remember, was it Iraq? I brought my 360, and we would have parties in Iraq, like because we'd have a projector up, and we'd have, either Call of Duty or we were playing. My buddy and I would play a lot of Resident Evil 5 because you could do the dual play.
Oh, yeah.
You could be, what's her name? Is it Shiva? I think it was Shiva.
Yeah, I don't remember any of that game.
I love that game.
We'll see.
I understand that it departed a lot from what was good about Resident Evil. I'm not going to argue that, but I still enjoyed it.
Well, I think that's why people are still unsure if that's going to be the next remake.
Mm.
If they're even going to bother with it, or if they're just going to go straight to 6.
Well, 6 is, oh god, I remember playing 6 and I actually beat 6 and I was underwhelmed with it.
Yeah, well, I think it was really, if they can fix the chaos of the story, then putting the mechanics that they've been using for 2, 3, and 4, because they're using the same engine. It's obvious.
Yeah.
And because it's a lot of the same mechanics. I do like a little bit of the changes they've made as it evolved. Because I get they wanted the nostalgia for 2 and 3 as far as inventory management, but I really love the setup they had for 4. But if they keep that moving forward, honestly, all they have to do is write the narrative better, and more structured. Because I think that was the problem, is that it jumped around so much.
It did.
But it wasn't enough for you to remember what the hell was I doing with these 2 characters. Because that was like 2 weeks ago that I played that section. But I mean, I don't think it really would make much of a difference, because I know that they've done some transitional changes and story changes with the other remakes that I think work. It's like you're not changing the story, you're just cleaning it up. Shit, I guarantee you change most of even the dialogue, no one's going to notice. If it's just, said in better English.
Yeah.
But that's what remakes are. It's to improve on the original design.
Cat? I don't know whatever, I think she sneezed on me.
Change subjects real quick. I actually jumped on my Epic because I was curious how many games I have on Epic. And since I'm on the first page, it's just showing 1 of 24. Or 1 through 24, but it says of 227.
Oh, wow.
So I have 227 games on Epic as
so
well.
you have over 500 games. That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
Trin wins.
That's not counting my PlayStation games, my Nintendo Switch games, my Xbox games.
Although,
my all that stuff.
I don't know if I go, because I still have a bookcase that has all of my old CDs of games. I might have you beat.
Well, like I said, that's not counting all of those games. I haven't counted my PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, Xbox One.
Oh, okay. So
all those games, yeah. That's just counting PC games.
Yeah, it's like it's crazy to think now, though, that how when you wanted a game, you had to go to the store
and buy it
and buy a physical thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And this is something we're going to be telling the youngins. It's going to make us feel old.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean,
Where it's like back in my day,
Right. That's too
you
funny.
wanted to play a game, you had to get off your ass and walk 10 miles in the snow
Right.
to a Best Buy. Remember what a Best Buy was? You don't
To get
even
a
know what that
game.
is? Or if you didn't
That's
want to buy it, you could go to a Blockbuster.
And
oh
rent
god,
it.
yep.
Yep.
And back in the day when it came down to pirating stuff, you had to get the disc, burn it, and
Yep.
modify your console in order to play it.
Yep.
We had to do some MacGyver shit to it. And we didn't care
No.
about voiding the warranty.
No. That's too funny. Alrighty,
Yeah.
we have been recording for like an hour and something, so. And I'm
Yeah.
getting hungry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Trinity's hungry and has to pee, so. We should probably end it here. We can go back to talking about video games again on another episode. Maybe next
Oh, yeah.
one, if
I'll
y'all
say,
are
yeah.
up for next Sunday.
Honestly, you can make that into a series.
Right.
Let me get my phone next Sunday. Make sure nothing crazy is going on.
I know I have a photo shoot, but I don't remember what time. Let me check that real quick.
Now I'm doing all these stupid VA. Well, next Sunday, Trin, remember we also have D&D session.
No, Saturday.
That's Saturday. Thank you. Sunday. Nothing. Okay.
I'm good.
Yep.
I'm like, it's next Saturday.
There's a lot of colors on my freaking calendar now. Okay.
I bet. Yeah, I don't know what to remember what time the photo shoot was on Sunday. So I check that so I can have it in my calendar. Let's see. Yeah, all she said was afternoon. Afternoon could be like 1, 2 o'clock. So I don't know. But I'll let you guys know and we'll figure it out.
Okay.
Thank you everyone for joining us on another episode of Geeks Behaving Badly. We will see you in another one. Have a good day.
All right, bye-bye.
Night.
Bye.
Whatever. Bye.